the fuck is going on?
Which one you want? Red.
It's not.
What's wrong?
Hold on, bro.
Okay.
I might just have to switch. Damn, this is fucking it up.
You want to do the live on Facebook?
Nah, and we need to figure out what's going on here
with the streaming.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Go on our YouTube page. Is it live? Cause on my.
I'm about to go up there now.
Okay, it says live, I think. Okay, we live. Yeah, we live. All right. What up, man? TheHunnidsPodcast. What up? What it do?
Yo, what's going on, family?
Hey, listen, man. It's this our first episode back since the pandemic started.
Mm-hmm.
So we are, kind of working out some technical things as we go along. But today, we had to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? We've been plotting. We've been trying to figure out, when exactly to get back on, how to get back on. But then all this bullshit started popping off, in the world. What's going on, with us being hunted down. So today, man, we had to say fuck it. We had to take our work. We had to take some time away from our family. We had to, do what we had to do to use our platform to start addressing and speaking out about all of this shit. So people, today ain't about the algorithm. It's not about what can be said, what shouldn't be said. It's about what needs to be said. TheHunnidsPodcast back upside your grill. We back here doing what we do. So, in I don't know how I want to put this, man. In keeping with this theme of man, we gotta start off right, man. Fuck the algorithm, man. We gonna trick the algorithm today, man. Straight up.
Let's do it.
We doing this for George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? We doing this for Ahmaud Arbery. That's what we here to talk about today, man. So what's up, black man? Let's start like this. Black man to black man, bro. How you been through all this, man?
It's been traumatic for me, man. Honestly, bro, it's disgusting. It's sickening, and I'm just outright tired of it. It's coming to the point now, man, where I don't even trust the police. To be honest with you, I don't have any respect, and I'm not racist. Just want to put that out there, but I don't have any respect. It makes you look at white people differently. And I'm not a racist. I got white friends, but it just makes you look at them differently. Like, how is this? How do you just kill somebody for no fucking reason? Excuse my French, for no reason at all.
Nah, we getting it out today. Today.
Just how do you? If a man is on the ground, I'm just gonna get right to it. You got the man subdued. Now, I was reading comments and things in the news and people posting, and I just feel like people just don't get it. Like, folks are trying to justify, oh, well, if you just calm down. No, the man was completely calm. He was subdued. He had the cuffs on him, and the man had his knee on his neck. Now, if a person is saying, I cannot breathe, I'm subdued, let me go. Mm-hmm. You still kept that kneecap on his neck, looked at the camera, you knew what was going on, you knew people were recording, and you continue to defile the black man. And I'm pissed off. I feel some type of way, and I want justice, bro. Like, there has to be reprimanding. Like, there has to be some type of something to happen to this guy. And I'm not just talking about losing his job. Fuck his job. I'm talking about he needs to go to prison. He murdered that man.
Yeah.
Regardless if you have a badge or not, the police officers are supposed to serve and protect. Am I right or am I wrong?
That's what they supposed to
They
do.
are supposed to be people in the community that you can look up to, whether you are black, white, whatever. You should be able to look at the police. You should be able to look at the police as people to help you, not people to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
There's been too many senseless black killings from white police officers, and they continue to just overlook it. I know it's a fraternity. I know the police department, they keep themselves tight. Like, everything is a tight bubble. But at the end of the day, why is it okay for a white man to kill a black man who is unarmed, was subdued, and nothing happens to him? I don't understand that. I can't understand, and it makes me feel like, one, I got to keep my pistol on me all the time, and I'm just being 100 with you. Like, I can't. I don't know, man. I let you talk, because I just got a load of emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that teaching? My son knows what's going on. He's 7. My daughter, who's 12, she knows what's going on, and they're on police officers right now is like, it's skewed. Do we trust the police? Is the police gonna help us or they gonna hurt us? And not all police officers are like that, but at the end of the day, let's just keep it real. This shit has to stop. These white cops are away with killing black people, and it has to stop. What can we do? And I'm asking you your thoughts. What can we do as a people the right way to get justice for what's going on to so many of our black kids jogging down the street, get shot, walking up the corner with a hoodie on, get shot? I mean, why? What can we do?
Hey, my bad, man. We got a caller, man. I'm gonna get to the call. I just put the call on hold. Shout out to Anna. She's gonna be joining us. She's in the live chat.
Okay.
I'm gonna put her on hold for a second. Got her up in the queue, but let's back up a little bit, because I want to tackle this too, man. You know what I look at is 4 cowards. 4 cowards. You know, yeah, the police are here to protect and serve, but at the same time, we gotta address something. They are first responders. Number one, they are first responders. You are to render aid. There was an individual that was there that was complaining that he could not breathe, and you rendered no aid. You get what I'm saying? We got to get to a point.
Same situation like the one in New York.
We got to get to a point where white people, and I'm talking to you liberal Democrats supporting Hillary Clinton folk, value us more than they value the dogs that Michael Vick killed. That's the point that we got to get to. Now, our leaders are failing us because they're not putting forth no type of agenda that addresses or makes any type sense. And we can start from our state that we're in, Virginia. There's no legislation that is out there that is protecting us. It's not being talked about. It's not being seriously looked at. So they will forever be protected, and we will forever be victims of circumstances until we learn to organize and fight this shit back. Right. It comes a point in time where you got to realize that your peaceful approach has not worked. It has not worked. It does not get their attention. It don't change nothing. Right. The only way the peaceful approach changes something is if your leadership is at the table putting forth legislation and laws that can protect you. If they are not doing that, you have no protection. And in that case, burn it down. I'm not mad at no looter that's out there burning nothing down in Minnesota, in Kentucky, in Los Angeles. If that's what it takes to get the attention to say it's time, it's enough. $20. Let me share y'all a quick story, and then we're going to get that call to Anna on the line. I'll tell you a quick story that happened about 2-3 weeks ago. I go into Bank of America. I go to the ATM. And the ATM bills that come out are burnt. So the first thing that I do is go into the bank and try to how can I put this, man? Exchange the bills. Just let them know, hey, you gave me back some burnt bills. You get what I'm saying? The black bank manager This dude looks me in my face, basically called me a liar and basically accusing me of trying to fraud something. You get what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah.
Right.
Now, I ain't react aggressive. I reacted smart. I got his boss name. You know, I got the regional manager name. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Right. And I
But
feel like,
hold on. But fast forward to this, man. That's how this started. With him. A counterfeit, alleged counterfeit $20 bill. That's how this started with him. That's how he lost his life. So fast forward, right? So fast forward, that could have been me. That right. Bank manager trying to bait me into an argument, trying to bait me into aggression so he can call the police so I can die. Well, guess what? Bank of America called me about 20 minutes ago. He gonna be apologizing to me on Tuesday. You get what I'm saying? So
that's right.
I feel you, man. So look, we gonna get that call to Anna. Anna, are you there? Anna, are you there? Are you there, Anna?
Oh, yep, I'm here.
What's up? Talk to us, Anna.
Yeah, I've been raising my mixed black young man since he was 2 years old, and I'm very comfortable with the culture. I see, they're even funny with me. I'm very much engaged in the black culture, and I always figure, there's a group of people who see us all as one people who don't discriminate and judge and crucify. And so I always figure, why would they be against me just because I look different? And so, we just need to come together. We need to educate our kids, our children. Mm-hmm. My son's not taking it seriously. I got to show him. I got to show him more. I want to be able to. Right. He doesn't have a male figure. On a black male figure, there's none. So I do what I can. He seems to be thriving in certain parts of his life, but I think we need to do more. We need to do better. And we need to come together more than what some of us already have.
So let me ask you this. What do you tell your young black son? When you see this, he can't escape it. How old is your son?
14. He'll be 15.
14. All on social media. He can't escape this. What do you tell him? You got to send him out here in this world. I know you scared every day he go out through that door.
Yeah, I'm taking advantage of him not having to be anywhere, really. He's not, all he has to do is go to school. He's not into sports. But we moved out to the suburbs with my mother to get help with everything, and he had to change schools from the inner city, which is what he's used to, and he actually wanted to go back. And these people in school, I watched every move, and I'm one who wants to hold my son accountable if he's the one that has messed up. I want him to be an honorable young man. I dated a lot of fucked up men out here, or even came across or even heard about, and I instill in him to be just this genuine, respectful, helpful, caring young black man. And I watch these people, but at the same time, I do want to understand if my son has ever done anything wrong, because in that respect, that means I've fell short somewhere, which happened.
But here's the issue.
And I need to reinforce it.
Here's the issue. Let's say he did do something wrong. He's a 14-year-old man. Let's look at Ahmaud Arbery. Okay, there's a whole YouTube channel dedicated to folk that walk through abandoned buildings.
Right.
All right. We've all been 14, explored. Some of us even have had money in our pocket, and just for the thrill of it, then we've taken a candy bar off of the shelf just to be mischievous. Now, all right. So how does that translate into murder? That's my thing. How do we get past that? And I saw you in the live chat. That's why I told you to call in. You asking the same thing. What do we teach them? And the only thing that I can say after watching Trayvon Martin, after watching Mike Brown, after watching Tamir Rice, I mean Sandra, it's so many names. The only thing that I can say at this point is teach your kids to fight back. Respect is earned. You get what I'm saying? You can't respect. No. There's a fear with the police, not respect.
Yep.
Right.
So look, man.
There is a
thank you for calling in. Anything else that you want to say before we let you go?
Just real quick, what you were saying, piggybacking off of what you were saying, to teach them to be articulate, to first fight with your words, and then, to follow up with these steps. I give my son steps to do before he can handle it on his own, and then if he needs help, he needs to call, he needs a number to call, he needs to be able to go to somebody. There's levels to this, whether you're in school or as an adult out in this world. So I very much try to teach him to go through that, and he knows how to fight. So that's all we can really do out here, I guess.
Indeed.
I'm going to continue asking this question to other people just to get different insight. But that's what I've been asking everybody.
That's what I'm going to tell you.
I constantly post it, and I just keep throwing it in whoever's chat. If it's proper, I throw it in there, whatever they're talking about. So that's all I can do.
Last thing I'm going to leave you with, I'm going to say this. This is what you tell your son, man. You teach your son to have pride in himself, number one, as a black man. Number one, teach him pride. Teach him restraint. Teach him that the deck is loaded against him. And that it's unfair that he got to play the game, but he got to learn to play the game if he want to survive. As long as he stay rooted and know who he is as a black man and as a man, and he moves with integrity, I mean, the rest is in the Lord's hands. You feel me? But thank you for calling in, my sister, man. Call in more often, all right?
You made me feel so much better. This is good. Thank you so much.
For sure, one.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, man. Yesterday, did you peep the press conference that they did for George Floyd?
No, I did not.
All right.
But
in the press conference, they made 7 times they stated that I counted that they were moving swiftly and expeditiously on this investigation. But at certain points in their press conference, is words that stuck out. So I want you to listen to something real quick.
Rights violations. Federal civil rights criminal cases have categories, and one is called under color of law. In other words, if an officer, whether it be federal, state, local, or tribal, is acting under their authority and asserts or invokes the power bestowed upon them to deprive any person of any right or privilege protected by the Constitution or the laws of the United States. That is a violation of federal criminal law. It must be proven that the subject took action or did not take action when he or she knew that was wrong and chose to do it anyway. Now
stop. She's with the government. All right. You heard what she just said.
Absolutely.
All right. So we're gonna move on to the FBI. All right.
Okay.
His call enabled me to immediately reach out to the U.S. like these as quickly as possible. We will follow the case to conclusion in partnership with our state partner, the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. The FBI is a fact-gathering agency.
Listen to this part.
We collect facts, and we need your help. We're asking everyone that was present before, during, and after the incident to come forward to help us build the best picture of what occurred. Each little piece of the puzzle helps us complete the big picture. If you have any information, or if you have any videos, or you know of anyone who can help us with this,
come on.
I encourage you to ask them to contact 1-800-CALL-FBI.
You know why they want that? Because you got to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. The more people who call in and give different accounts, the more better chance that officer can get off. He saw something different. He heard something different. He saw something different. She saw something different. They not slick. What more evidence do you need? How much more testimony do you need? Come on, bro.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Come on, bro.
They already have all the hardcore evidence they need. I'm quite sure plenty of people was out there filming, not just the one film that we saw. There are multiple films out there, I'm sure. And at the end of the day, they have enough evidence. They're sitting up here, they're trying to play us. They're trying to get, like you said, as many people as possible to send in all different testimonies. And the biggest thing they're going to look for is everybody has a different story. It's so skewed. It really doesn't add all the way up. And maybe we can use this little method right here to slip them through the cracks, put them in witness protection, ship them off. It's dead. Give his family some money. Do a little charity event, it goes away. Am I right or am I wrong?
Nah, you right, bro.
And that's the sad part because of the ignorance, you know what I'm saying, of some of our people not knowing, the laws, not knowing what's right and what's wrong when it comes to politics and things of that sort. Like, I just feel like people need to be educated on what's really going on, and they need to pay attention to the slick stuff that they're saying. Like, come on, man. If you got all those different responses from all those different people who seen things from different, okay, I can see something and it may be traumatic to me. But when I recite it out of my mouth, I may, or people may, add their interpretation of what they saw, and then may add something that may have sparked something up in them, you know what I'm saying? And the story can just be a little off. You can get some facts, but it'll be off some. Because you're adding in your own personal feelings into things, and then they use that as, well, the story doesn't add up.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. There's an element in here that it all came out. It all came out. If you recall what the first young lady said that I played, that audio clip, now I want you to hear what the lead prosecutor said. You ready?
Okay. Yep.
I will say this, that video is graphic and horrific and terrible, and no person should do that. But my job in the end is to prove that he violated a criminal statute. And there is other evidence that does not support a criminal charge.
Did you hear what he just said?
He just admitted that the shit was wrong. He knew it was wrong, and everything was completely fucked up. And then on another breath, let me put my badge on. Hold on. He took his badge off and was sympathetic and empathetic with the situation because he knew the shit was wrong. Then he put his badge back on and said, well, I'm going to follow these rules. I have to prove that this, that, and the third is justified. Dude.
Dog, the man, listen.
In the end is to prove that he violated a criminal statute. And there is other evidence that does not support a criminal charge.
There's evidence that does not.
There's another evidence that doesn't support a criminal charge. Now, what other evidence?
Come on, dog. Hey, listen, this is what I need to do. I got to run downstairs right quick. I need you to build on this right quick. Give me about 2-3 minutes. I'll be right back up. We got to build on this and keep coming back to this point, all right? All right, be right back. Hold it down, pimp.
I got you. All right. So, the major problem that we are facing right now is we know that the government is going to do whatever they have to do to protect this case. Okay? We need to stay woke, stay watching the news. We need to come together and figure this whole thing out. Do not let politics, the government, the FBI, people get you off of your game as to figure out, what's really going on out here. And guys, it's simple. They're going to manipulate the situation. They're going to give some black folks some things. They're going to hand out some things to black folk. They're going to try to make us feel good, do a little charity event, give his family some money. And at the end of the day, we still gonna be out back. Why? Because they're gonna manipulate you into feeling better. Oh, it's okay. We got some justice. Oh, he got locked up. Do we know for sure? No. At this point in time, we need to understand that we all have to come together as one unit. African Americans, we need to come together as one unit. We need justice. We need justice. And I tell you this, we have to work together. That is one of the biggest things that I see that is a detriment to the black community is we do not work together. And if this right here doesn't open up your eyes to what's going on in the world, then I don't know what will. Because it's right here in your face. You hear exactly what the 3 clips that were played, FBI, prosecutor, and everybody else. You hear what their statements were. We just played them. And at the end of the day, the man just stated, I understand that this was wrong. I understand that putting the knee into the neck of a black man is wrong. He didn't say that specifically, but you guys know where I'm coming from. And at the end of the day, they're confessing that this is wrong. It was inhumane. He killed that man for no reason at all. He was subdued. He was handcuffed. He was down. And let me pull up. These are the things that was said his last dying breath. Let me pull it up for you right here. All right. While he was on the ground, the man said, my stomach hurts. My neck hurts. Everything hurts. I need water or something.
Mm-hmm.
Please, please. I can't breathe. Officer, I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe. That was followed up with groaning. Come on.
Bruh.
It was innocent bystanders standing by. This story is so clear cut.
That's what we got to get to too.
Words.
Stop filming these incidents. Fight back. I mean, film them. But you got to eliminate that fear. We have to eliminate the fear of the badge. I'm not telling nobody to go out there and do nothing stupid. I'm not saying go out there and hinder an investigation. But I am saying that if you see a human being on the ground that clearly cannot breathe, you might, the humanity, and it's a woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'd do this if I was there. We don't know what we would do. But to see a human being laying on the ground dying and a group not have enough courage to fight back, to me, that's mental that goes all the way back to slavery. How many slaves were on the plantation and never overtook? But you see what's happening in D.C. though. Shout out to D.C. I'm seeing cops getting dropped. Bow, bow, bow. L.A., you saw what happened yesterday in L.A. It's a mentality that has to change. All cops not bad. But if you're not speaking up, if you're not calling out the bad cops, you feel me?
Right.
And we got to get on this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say that for a minute. He also said that they called Jesse Jackson down. That the governor and the attorney general requested Jesse Jackson to come down, and Jesse Jackson was going to be asking for peace. That was also part. They made sure to let that be known in the documentation.
Now, I got a point to make.
What's up?
Real quick. It's funny that they called Jesse Jackson though. That's funny. That's super funny. Why they ain't call Al?
Man, cause they know Al. It's a little bit more dirt on Al's name right now. You know, he's snitch.
Yeah.
He didn't get exposed for being a snitch. Old snitching Al. Old Takashi Al Sharpton.
Yeah, he lost all that
So
weight. He got the loose lips.
They got Messy Jesse. That's how you know you out of touch. That be the problem. That's why I'm saying these liberal Democrats, you're pandering to us. You know what I'm saying? You're pacifying us. You're so out of touch that you think Jesse Jackson is still relevant to our fucking community. Jesse Jackson, I ain't seen Jesse Jackson since Ferguson, and when he was in Ferguson, they was running him out of Ferguson.
Right.
We don't want you here. You don't to our people, man. All you got to do is just be real to us. You cannot sell us out for other agendas, man. That's what always kills our black leaders. They either falling because they can't keep their dick in their pants, or you know what I'm saying, they fall into some selfish agenda that's usually rooted in money.
Yeah, they'll say, hey, look, you got the black vote, you got the black community on your back. Look, we'll set you up with a salary you'll never believe in your life. You'll be set for life. We just need you to do these things right here. And they fall short.
Bro, it falls short every time, man. And it's our fault.
Every time, man. They wave that dog.
Look at Joe Biden. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. How dare you? How dare you, bro?
How dare you?
I don't like Trump.
Because he's hanging out with I guess because he's hanging out with Obama and Michelle, he think he can just say whatever he wants to say out of his mouth.
Right. Now let me give you an analogy right quick. Let me get everybody out there an analogy right quick. Have you seen the movie Django?
Yes.
All right. So there was a difference in the plantations. You had Big Daddy Farm, and then you had Candyland. But you also knew of this place called the LeQuint Dickey Mining Company, which means there was different types of masters. There was masters that were very oppressive. There were masters that were, they believed that they was good, but they was really oppressive. And then there were masters that were overtly oppressive. All right? It's the same scenario when it comes to the leadership and the choices that we have between the presidents. Which slave master do you want? Do you want Big Daddy? Do you want watch my wife stitch 30 masks for you ungrateful sons of bitches? Do you want him? Or do you want, don't you move your hands off that turtle shell tabletop countertop? You get what I'm saying? Which one do you want? Who do you want? Calvin Candy or Big Daddy? So black people are killing me with this. A non-vote for Biden is a vote for Trump. No, it's not. I'm picking the lesser of the two evils. Why are you picking evil?
Right.
What is your agenda? Okay, you're voting for Biden because you don't like Trump. Cool, I don't like him either. But what is Biden doing for you?
Nothing. He's just the next best thing.
Is he even saying anything about this? I know he said something about Ahmaud Arbery, and we got to get to that too. It's too much going on just to have one show.
It's gonna be a part 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
We just got to keep talking about it because there's just too many damn instances coming up, and we ain't even talking about the whole agenda with the coronavirus too, opening up everything, man.
Forget that, man. We dying. Forget that. I ain't worried about no coronavirus. The police will kill me quicker than some coronavirus.
Yeah, you're right.
Straight up. This is anybody that follow me on Instagram, man. I want y'all to go on my story. I want you to see something. There's a picture that I took and I posted last night. I was up and I was listening to the former prosecutor. I believe he's still a prosecutor, DA, whatever, in Ferguson, Missouri. As he, announced that they weren't going to be breaking charges in the murder of Mike Brown. And I was looking at the protests and the riots and the CNN coverage at the same time that I'm watching protests and riots and CNN coverage 6 years later. So what I'm saying is that history has a way of repeating itself. And that 6 years later, after 2014, we find ourselves in the same situation, the same atmosphere. Nothing has changed with the same leadership in front of you. One of our biggest downfalls as a culture is that we have made entertainers our leaders. Like, this ain't no dig and no disrespect to brothers like T.I., David Banner, Killer Mike. No disrespect to these brothers, but enough is not being done. For President Barack Obama to hold that hip hop summit, if you will, in the Oval Office, and nothing to come out of that. There's no black agenda left for whoever the next Democratic president that will eventually come into the White House. There's no black agenda that has been left from that. What's even more disheartening is if you go back and if you listen to the music, to the theme song of Ferguson, there was a song by Lil Bootsy, and I rock with Lil Bootsy. Day one Bootsy fan, back in the day, yellow CD cover, Bootsy and Webbit. I go back. I'm not new with this. Before prison, all right? You feel me? Going up to see him in Richmond. His song, Fuck the Police, featuring Webby, was the theme song of the Ferguson riots. And as I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, and I'm watching these live CNN coverage, in the background, in 2020.
Need workers' comp insurance?
Shut up. See, they hating on my point. You see how they do? They're going to put an ad on my point. You get what I'm saying? But we're still going to make this point. But in 2020, come on. It's the same theme song playing 6 years later. Almost 10 years later. Now this is my problem. Boosie can get on live and joke and talk about D Wade. He can talk about his son. He talk about all of that. Where Boosie at speaking on this, and your song is the theme song of the struggle. Your song is what the warriors are using to go into battle. Let me give y'all some history. Bob Marley flew to Zimbabwe and flew his equipment to Zimbabwe to perform for the warriors, and created a song for Zimbabwe. And they said that song is what they was using in the bushes when they was fighting the revolution. Now, you hear Webby on that song too. Webby and Boosie's beefing right now. So how is it that the two people that could be leaders, if we gonna make entertainers our leaders, the ones that have the soundtrack to the movement, they ain't even on the same page, and the one whose song it is silent on it, bruh. So I'm not coming at Boosie at all. I love Boosie, respect Boosie. I'm just saying, bruh, I'm asking you, Boosie, what's up, bruh? I need you to speak up. I need you to go out there.
Where Puff Daddy at?
He you know what I'm saying? He's streaming saying that the black vote ain't free. I'm with it. Okay, cool. But I'm asking Bootsy right now. Bootsy, your song is the theme song of the struggle. It has been the theme song of the struggle since Mike Brown. We need you to take responsibility for that. If we gonna make entertainers our leaders, which I think is a bad idea, then we need to start holding them accountable. All that energy everybody got against Tekashi being a snitch and all that, it's time to put some energy together for a black agenda. So what you think about that, man? About this song being the theme song of the movement. Nobody's even paying attention to that. You ain't even peep that.
I follow you. No, I think right now America is shocked right now. I don't think anybody's thinking about anything other than this man just got killed for no reason.
Came with a $1 million man march. Sure didn't. We'll talk about it. Keep going. I'll call her Anna Keogh, man. Shout out to her, man. She's solid. I'm reading these comments. What's up, bro? Go ahead, man.
Yeah, like I don't understand, man. I don't understand how people don't see what's going on out here right now. And everybody's focus is white cop killed black man, we mad, let's riot. I feel like that's kind of what they want us to do. So and I maybe I'm off, but I feel like they do certain things to rattle us up, to get us hyped, to lock some of us up, and continue to just cycle it. And think about how many people are going to get arrested during this time. Think about how many people are going to die during this time. And I feel like that's a major fear of a lot of people who don't want to step up, who don't want to be the Martin Luther King, who don't want to be the Million Man March guy, who don't want to. I feel like a lot of those big political guys that are black, they don't want to tether that line, because once you cross that line, then you become a target. Think about every leader that we've had for our people have died. One died on the hands of his fellow people, and one died from just trying to make a movement. So I'm on both sides. Like, I feel you wholeheartedly where you say we need to fight back, and we do need to fight back. We need to stop letting these cops, these white cops, do us any kind of way.
And see with
But
that,
you gotta fight back. You gotta fight back the right way.
the right
though.
way. There you go. There you go. There
You
you
can't fight back. And I feel them. I feel them. It feels good to destroy JCPenney. It feels good to burn that police station up. But one thing about it, bro, they got insurance. And they gonna build that bitch right back up in 6 more months, and it's gonna be better than what it was.
But here the problem. But here the thing. There's two types of warfare. There's psychological and there's more than just two types. But there's psychological and there's guerrilla warfare. And let me
once both of them mix.
Let me drop this on you, right?
Okay.
If them folk that did that stuff, the 9/11, they could have took out way more people than that at a different place.
Yeah.
They chose the Twin Towers because it was symbolic. It's symbolism, and it's what strikes fear. So you're absolutely right, and I agree with you. JCPenney is gonna put another JCPenney big and better, white marble floors, the whole nine. But it's the symbolism that we have destroyed the establishment that is oppressing us, and you are part of the oppression. Here's one thing. You don't ever hear any of these stores being proactive when they know that protests are happening in their area. Have you ever wondered? There's a Target in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Why didn't anybody from corporate say, hey, you know what? They it's a good chance they might burn us down. How about we go ahead and do something for the community right quick? Maybe give out some supplies or give out some masks to the protesters or something so they'll leave us alone. Nobody thinks like that. So that's why it gets burned down. And then people be like, well, you burn down your own community. That ain't your business. You don't live there. Well, what about the old people that got to get their medicine? That's not your business. You don't live there. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah, I follow you.
I'm all for, at this point, you know, maybe Trayvon Martin and them was like, okay, all right, Mike Brown, okay, it's getting crazy. At this point, man, listen.
It's out of control. I feel like it's an agenda.
My question is, what is going to be the response when the National Guard turns its weapons on United States citizens? Because it's more than just, these protests are more than just black people protesting. There's good white people out there protesting too. It's Asians, it's Native Americans, it's Hispanics.
Yeah,
it's a rainbow. So
because right now it's just a, you know, people, everybody of color, white, black, everything. It's just this one senseless thing that's really happening in the community, and you know what I'm saying, they're just addressing this one specific thing.
Yeah, so it's just like what is going to happen then? Because everything is always an escalation. Society shows us that events and cataclysms and disasters always escalate, and they always get worse. And what we have seen, it either repeats itself or it gradually builds into a much bigger paradigm. You know, that powder keg, it explodes a little bit harder. So you
Right.
get to a point where what do you see next? We've seen it all. You know, for the FBI dude, whatever his name was, and forgive us, viewers, we emotional attached to this. So the preparation didn't go.
Right.
We talking from the heart. So I don't have the FBI dude name. I didn't take time to prepare. I got his clip of him talking. So when you sit up there and you asking people for more videos, where as a person that was born in 1986 and was 6 years old when Rodney King got beat and saw it on tape, how much more damn tape do you need?
Mm-hmm.
How much more corroboration and witness statement do you need to see that a black man was excessively beat? It's the fear of the black man that is one of the most potent diseases in this nation. The fear and the thought and the fear that this black man is more physically intimidating and imposing than me and can assert his dominance, and don't allow him to have a brain and to be able to formulate thought, opinion, or articulate himself. And what's happening is, in this age of information and internet, we are starting to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the dumbest, never gave a fuck about life or intelligence or caring or empathy, people are starting to wake up to see the bigger picture. And that's the threat. That we're starting to come into a knowledge. It may not necessarily be a knowledge of ourselves, but we are starting to come into an awareness of ourselves, of our capability and our powers, and that certain times are up. Certain numbers are going to change. Certain minorities are going to start to become the majority. Now it's up to us. What are we going to do when we become the majority? Are we going to be the majority but still are represented by the minority when it comes to people making legislation and laws, judges, congressmen, senators, presidents, owners? And then all we have left is our entertainers. That's why I take what we do seriously and our platform seriously, is because we might not reach 1 million people. We might only reach like 5 people. But we reach the right 5 and we say the right things, man. We live on forever.
Yeah.
Our words live on forever. It's a presentation of who we are, man, and what we stand for. So
They'll always remember your name.
yeah, man. So I ain't gonna talk y'all to death, man. I feel like I just went on a little rant. And
But I mean, it's okay, man, because this is how we get it. This is how we get it out. You know, we're a real podcast and we keep it 100, and that's what it's all about. You know, telling the truth, getting the truth out there, man, because a lot of people need to hear the truth.
yeah.
And right now, as a whole, as a community, we need to, one, stop killing ourselves.
Yeah.
Stop killing ourselves.
Yeah.
Stop killing ourselves.
We dying in the pandemic. That killed me. How are we killing each other in the pandemic?
Think about this. And I just recently spoke to somebody from up top DC, and they told me it has been the same amount of killings in the city, if not more, during the pandemic than it was before the pandemic started. So the pandemic, think about this. The pandemic is murdering black people. We're still killing each other. And on top of that, a few black people get killed by white cops in between.
Mm-hmm.
We are at a lose right now. When are we going to start winning? We can't. And let me say this. I'm gonna say this, and this is how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but I feel like this, and I'm not gonna change what I say. And my friends call me coon, they call me whatever they call me. I don't care. How in the fuck can we get together to fight the white man, quote unquote, on killing our black people when we can't even fucking get along? We don't support each other. If I come to your establishment as a black man, I want the hookup.
Mm-hmm.
This is what most black people are thinking. Now, not all, but most. Oh yeah, I know you. Instead of I don't want to pay the 50. Let me get it for the 45. Let me get it for 40. Why are you beating me down with my prices when you go on True Religion and you'll spend $200 on a pair of jeans that only cost $10 to make?
Real quick.
Why?
All right, let me ask you this. Why they hitting you over the head? I'm with you. But why are you expecting a favor? Why do we gotta divide? Why we gotta hook our brothers up?
Right.
Niggas pay $1,000 for Gucci?
Yes.
No, I'm with you though. I'm just playing with you, man.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm with you.
No, man, like, we can't even begin to touch that white guy killing that black dude. You know why? We ain't got the knowledge base to put it all together to fight them the right way. So all we're gonna do is what we've been doing every time something happens. They burn LA down, burn the city down. They're gonna build the bitch back up, and the same fucking issues are gonna happen. So with that being said, the method that we have all been using for all these years, this shit does not work. So until we all figure that out and come together and stop killing each other, you go out Norfolk right now, you can't even look a black man in his face without him feeling like he want to kill you. Newport News, Portsmouth, even Virginia, all the 7 cities. It's terrible. Why? So we can cry all we want, and yes, I'm hurting because this white guy killed this black man in the middle of the street like he won't nothing, yo. Like, yes, that shit does affect me. That shit does make me on edge. But then, as a 35-year-old man, I gotta say, all right, you can't go blow for blow with these dudes because they got just as much gunpowder as we do.
More.
They train to kill.
More.
They train for war, man. If we, the people, are going to take on the armies, navy, we're going to lose. So fight them in the courtroom. All these black lawyers out here, why they not mending together instead of worrying about the price of the case and saying, yo, we about to take this whole shit down. You know, the legal way.
You know what you saying, Malcolm? It is funny that you said some of the people might consider you a coon for saying that, but what you saying is actually backed by is that Trader Truth in the background? I'm watching a press conference for brother Floyd. I think I see Trader Truth. I know them eyes, but Malcolm has said we can't come amongst other people until we first can agree amongst ourselves. We can't, you know, we must learn to work with each other. We gotta be agreeable amongst ourselves, basically.
Yes, and I've never even really read about Malcolm, but bro, it is so simple. I walk around. Now I'm good everywhere I go because I know how to treat people. I know what to say, what not to say, how to move, whatever.
That's Steven Jackson and Trader Truth back there, yeah. Man, it's man, it's sad and unfortunate, dog.
It's just it just makes me mad, man, that we can't get along as people, man.
But look though, this the thing though, man. And I'm not trying to be insensitive at all. Mm-hmm. But that's one narrative that we got to pay attention to, but we can't buy into. And I'm going to tell you why. Yes, we killing each other. But there's a segment of us. We're not monolithic. So when Biden says, if you don't vote for Trump, don't vote for me, you're not black. That's equivalent to saying that all black, I'm not saying that you saying this, that all black people kill each other. Because there's some black people that live in suburbs and Beverly Hills that we call sellouts and all of that ain't killing each other, and that this violence does not plague them. Matter of fact, I would love to talk to Jared Lee. I went to middle school with you, and you told me there was no racism in America. Black man, that's what you told me when we were in 8th grade. So I would love to talk to Jared Lee to find out, do you still think that there's no racism in America? But where I get to that is I say that as he is an example that we're not a monolithic group. If you look at these incidents that they're happening to working class black individuals. And to me, it seems that the government, police agencies have always unfairly targeted those that are in the working or lower middle class. Those neighborhoods are the ones that get the most negative policing. We're not policing these neighborhoods to make them better. We're policing these neighborhoods to meet our quota. We gonna put the drugs on the street, let you sell them, lock you up, take them out of evidence, give them to your ops, lock them up, give them to their little kids, lock them up, and keep the cycle going. You know what I'm saying? So that's my only rebuttal to that is that yes, violence does occur, you know, in our community. Yes, we are killing each other, but that doesn't speak to all of us. It doesn't define us. Do we need to work on it? Yes, we do. Do it need to get better? ASAP. Imagine if it did. You get what I'm saying? Imagine it did. Man, these neighborhoods came together and just, bro, I can't see you. You dropped out, man. Your screen dropped out. You all right?
My screen dropped out?
Y'all blue. Skype blue. All I see is the S.
Hold on.
But look, man, this what we gonna do, dog. We gonna let the people go. Yeah, it's back. We gonna let the people go, man. This is the first step to getting back as the Hunted Podcast, man. We gonna have another discussion. What's the day? Friday. Let's do this again on Sunday.
Okay.
Let's have a discussion. I'm gonna see if I can get some, reach out to some people. Maybe T Gray. Maybe reach out to, see if we get some celebrities.
Get a little panel
some
going.
celebrities online, whatever. We'll see what's up, bro. Hey, listen, black man to black man. I want you to be safe out here, man.
Yes, sir. Always. You too.
Real talk, man. Real talk, man. All right, man. 100 Podcast. Y'all know what to do. Follow us, like, share, subscribe at the 100 Podcast on Instagram. At the 100 Podcast YouTube. Follow me at Almighty Shouted 75. My dog, Big Dog at Grind Mode 85. Hey, man. What's up? What else you got for him, man?
Hey man, just be productive in your life. Set goals, stick to your goals. Make small goals. Don't make huge goals. Make weekly goals, daily goals, and get yourself in the habit of setting goals. Meet your goals, and then you make even bigger goals. Stay safe, black man.
Brother.
Take care of each other, and be safe.
Dog. All right, man. Hit me up off air, bro. All right, man.
All right.